think something interesting about Paideia is the fact that it's really increased the breadth of my educational experience.
I guess Paideia just gave a purpose for everything.
You know, a lot of people are moving too quickly around here, and I think Paideia at least forces you to slow down and take a closer look at what you're doing.
I like that it tries to address different sort of aspects of the liberal arts experience, like intercultural experiences, leadership, community service, just a lot of things I think are really important.
I had so many ambitions coming to Southwestern. I wanted to go into research and find a lab and volunteer for medical school, take pre-med classes, all these things that I didn't know how to do them all together. And on top of that, I wanted to go study abroad. And had so much guidance through the Paideia program, Dr. Early and all the people I had in contact with all of a sudden, that I was able to do all those things and so much more.
My father immigrated to this country when he was 13, 14. He's from the Dominican Republic. And so I was able to go to the Dominican Republic and meet my family and really learn about my culture.
I went to London for my study abroad experience.
Well, I was in Russia or St. Petersburg for half of my study abroad, but while I was there, I actually became involved with a nonprofit organization, a non-governmental organization, involved with military conscription issues.
The reason it impacted me so much is that I saw that, you know, a lot of you kind of see the neo-colonial structures of the world today, and by going to Nicaragua and seeing, you know, who's picking my coffee beans.
Well, my cohort sort of adopted the Williamson County Crisis Center as our project.
We did an after-school program for Annie Pearl Elementary.
One semester we decided to find a family that was in need. Then we spent like a semester getting them groceries and mowing the lawns and all that.
For a while we were working on specifically environmentally related things that we could be doing on campus because it was something that we were continually involved in anyway.
We did a cultural study of, well, it was titled What My Mama Taught Me. And so it was looking at the traditions within the Black motherhood or whatever and how that's passed down through the generations.
I'm going to make a musical compilation in which I'm going to take beats and a lot of hip-hop influenced stuff and lay it over like State of the Union addresses by different presidents.
I went to Poland and I went to 3 different Polish cities. Basically the question I kind of started out with was, what is it like to be Jewish right now?
My Creative Works project was actually undertaken during my study abroad time, and that was while I was in St. Petersburg, Russia.
I decided to write about educational policy because that's what I'm really interested in.
A lot of the things that happen in Paideia aren't happening around the rest of the campus. I don't think a lot of people meet with 10 other students who are all from completely different majors and backgrounds.
Discussions that we had over different issues, like we talk about elections or Hurricane Katrina, and somebody would have look at it. I would look at it from like the medical point of view or something, and somebody else would look at it in a different way that would get me thinking.
Being with a group of people that you work with throughout 3 years, that doesn't ever even happen. I mean, even with groups of friends, those are constantly changing and molding.
It's like I'm closer to those people than some people that I see on a daily basis in my classes and talk with, just because I think that we've talked about things on a deeper level.
Being in Paideia has really increased my opportunities to reflect on issues that are discussed in class, but in a theoretical basis.
It made our education more applicable in a sense to our lives, to where it was no longer just, oh, I'm learning this so I can finish my major or degree, but I'm learning this because it's actually going to make a difference.
Southwestern has done a fantastic job. Paideia has done a fantastic job of just like preparing me for the future.
I've been talking with a lot of different businesses and a lot of different firms, and I haven't heard one yet ask me too much about, you know, what my experiences has been as far as a business major and what classes I've taken. They know that I'm going to have to go through their training and learn sort of their deal no matter what it is, and that they can train me in that way, but they can't train me to be a critical thinker in the way that Southwestern has.
I would tell them to join the Paideia program because it would literally change their life and all the different experiences they will have through it.
I never would have done all these things without Paideia.